Hello and welcome back to Board Game Acrobat, where today we'll be reviewing Odens Ravens, a mythical race game for 2 players. So, Odens Ravens is by Osprey Games. It's for 2 players. No. Okay, it looks fine. Gotta be careful, this is thin box. It plays in about 20 to 30 minutes and is for ages 8+. So, there you go. There is the name there. I'm gonna not even try to read that out because we all know what I'm like at reading. Alright, so let me just read you the blurb so you can get kind of an idea about the game and the ideas behind the game. So every morning, Odin sends his ravens, Hugin and Munin, across the world to bring back news of what life is like on Earth. Naturally, after thousands of years, they've gotten a little competitive. Race through the landscape in opposite directions to be the first to return to Odin. Focus on speed or enlist the help of the trickster god Loki to create shortcuts and hinder your opponent. Can you be certain Loki's changes won't help your opponent instead? There's only one way to find out. This revives the difference of Thorin Gimler's, I ended up saying this name anyway, award-winning game has been completely redesigned with new rules and a beautiful new art style inspired by Norse mythology. And I must say, the art style in this is very nice, got a very nice front cover. And yes, that is basically it. You are racing against your opponent to get around the world first, return back to Odin. You're using landscape cards and Loki trickster cards to try and be as fast as you can while stopping your opponent. But on the way back down Earth, you'll be going path that your opponent went. So you've got to be very smart with the trickster cards, as in, if you make their path longer in the beginning, your path will be longer in the end. And that's something I like about this game. That it's just a small, I do have to think about it. Alright, let's have a quick look at how gameplay works quickly, and then I shall give you my thoughts on the game. Okay, so after you set up, this is what the game looks like. You have your world here where your raven's going to travel down one way or the other. You have one deck which is your landscape cards, and one deck which are your Loki cards. Now, to begin the game, how it works is if you played before with your partner, whoever lost the game goes first. So you pick up to start your turn. You pick up to 5 cards. Now this can be in any order. You can pick up 5 Loki cards, 5 landscape cards, 3 of 1, 1 of 1, however you like. So yeah, I'll show you the landscape cards first. So how they work is, as you can see, this raven needs to go into this grassy green area. Now you can play as many cards from your hand during your turn as you like. If I wanted to make this raven go onto this grassy tree area, I could lay 1 grassy tree and I'd be able to move forward there. Then if I say I didn't have any cornfields, I can lay 2 of the same type of any other landscape, and that can move me across there. And that is how the landscape tiles work. And then you've got to try and make it all the way down to the end, and around and back before the other player does. The other cards that you can use are your Loki cards, and there are 2 different things you can do on the card. You can only pick one thing to do. So this first one will flip over a landscape tile. So say I did that, I made these 2 greens, so if I played that 1 green, I can then go to the end of the greens rather than just down 1. Or That bottom one there, I could take out a card completely. This one I can either add 2 cards to my hand, or take a card from the landscape deck, flip it over, place it next to cards, which means this bird, this raven, now has to go up and around to get past that part of the world. This one, I can move this down, in which case I go across this one now instead of the snow landscape. And the top one means I can take any 2 landscapes and swap them over. This one means I can either push 1 raven back or 1 raven forward. I get to decide which one's which. And I believe that is all of the Loki cards now. There are 2 Loki cards of each. And then to end my turn, I pick up back to 5 cards into my hand from either deck that I like. And it's next player's go. And then play continues like this until 1 raven returns back to the last spot. Now if you were the raven that went first and you got that there first, the other player does get 1 more turn to try and get to the end. If you were the second player to in the beginning of the game, then that's it, you've won the game. And that is how gameplay plays. Just a brief overview of how Odens Ravens plays. I do have a how to play on this channel, so go check it out if you want a more in-depth look at how you play this game. But yeah, let's get on to my thoughts. So I've played this game quite a few times now. I do like all of the little mechanics of, if I do this to try and make their path longer, I might have to take that away for when I get there, and so on and so on. Each game I've played has been very close. There's almost always only been 1 turn in it. But what I do love is coming to that end, picking up just the perfect cards and being able to lay them down and just take my raven right to the end there. And you'd be surprised how many times this happened. That might just be because of the amount of times I've played this game. But yeah, it is a very nice game to play. The artwork is beautiful. I like these little raven meeples. I also enjoy, it seems, if one raven goes really far ahead and you're just not getting the cards, eventually you just get the perfect cards and we've almost always been able to catch up with each other. I don't think there has been one game where one person has been way ahead the entire time and we knew they were going to win. Especially the fact that you can mess with the other ravens and really like screw with their chances of getting around before you. And yeah, it's just a very nice little game to play. And yeah, that's about it. Make sure you do like this video and consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And until next time, share love with board games.